Hello ladies and gentlemen, Teo here, back with some more Grisaia Phantom Trigger. We are, I believe, off to meet our band of degenerates. Band of lunatics, band of whatever sort of unsavory noun you want to call the collective unit. I mean, we already met them in the sort of opening scenes, but now we get to meet them when they're not actively trying to kill someone, so that will be exciting. Probably. I don't know, let's find out. Okay then, show you to the classroom.
はい、では失礼します。
SIRS, a mysterious organization hidden from the public until just recently. And students trained for the express purpose of keeping that shady organization alive. What kind of children must they be? I was told that over half of the students are felons. I try not to judge a book by its cover, but I can't help it in this case. What if they're like motorbike riding hooligans with mohicans and studded leather jackets? What if they're a bunch of female Mr. Blondes who look perfectly normal on the outside, but are actually complete psychopaths who will hum and dance about as they lop your ear off if you tip them over the edge? What on earth have I gotten myself into? I tend to believe that failing in life won't kill you, but is this sort of choice that could cost me my life if I mess up? What should I do? I'm sweating bullets. Don't look so nervous. They may be assassins, but they're not as scary as you'd think.
Hi.
Anyway, there are only 5 students in Class A, including me. You don't have to worry about us ganging up on you.
今更ですけど、本当に私なんかで大丈夫なんでしょうか?
They're just normal kids when they're not in the field. You'll be fine. It's just the ones in our line of work tend to be a bit immature for their age.
身体的にですか? それとも精神的に?
Oh, now that you mention it, I guess their physical and mental maturity are inversely proportional. There's something a bit childish about how the bigger ones behave, and the little ones act strangely grown up. I wonder if that's only the case with us. The kids in this class can outperform any adult when it comes to fieldwork, but they all lack life experience, and they have huge gaps in their knowledge.
私、いじめられたりしないでしょうか?
Some teacher you are.
なんで笑うんです?
Ah, sorry, that face you're making reminds me of a little school kid waiting in line for a vaccination.
そんなにおかしいですか? おかしいですよね.
Even grown-ups get scared of injections, but they have to put on a brave face, especially in front of children.
頑張ってみます.
That's right. What I have to say should get through to them, at least. And if it does, so should the intent behind my words. Morning. Is everyone here? It's just a run-of-the-mill classroom. Nothing looks out of place. All the desks are neatly lined up, the room is spotlessly clean, and there isn't a single piece of trash on the floor. The only thing that strikes me as strange is the fact that there are only 2 students here. Like it's a remedial study session during the summer break. Just you guys?
どうかは今日仕事行ってます.
Saying this, the girl points to a card on the nearby desk. It reads, on a mission. Ah, now that you mention it, she did report that in. When did she say she'd be back?
最長で9時間待機って言ってたから、遅くても夕方には.
Right, I see. We should be able to wrap this up quickly without the noisiest of the bunch around, although it'll be annoying dealing with her grumbling later.
伝達しますか?
Nah, I can wait until she gets back. More importantly, I'd like to introduce our new teacher. Everyone, take your seats. Wait, why is there somebody on the ceiling? Like... Forgive me if I, Granted, I have not been in a high school classroom for, like, 4 years. But last time I checked, there were not typically students on the ceiling. This may have changed in the interim. This game came out, like, 2 weeks ago. So, in the past 4 years, perhaps something has changed meaningfully in the, structure of high school classrooms. But I suspect that isn't the case. Where did she come from? What's wrong?
あの子は私だけに見えてる幽霊じゃないですよね.
Ah, did you only just notice Ninja?
忍者?
I'll introduce her later. Did you say Ninja? Huh? Wait a... Huh? It's been a while since we've had a homeroom teacher, but now a new one's arrived. Miss Arisaka Shiori.
Arisaka desu.
Could you write your name on the blackboard, miss?
はい. あれでしおりって読むんだ. 有坂先生ですか?
なんだか小獣のようなお名前ですね。
I don't think that's what most people would think upon hearing that name. I'm just gonna go off on a limb here. Out on a limb here. Go out on a limb here.
ほう。
改めまして有坂しおりです。教員初年度でいきなりクラス担任ですので、いろいろと至らぬことも多いとは存じますが、よろしくお願いします。新任なんだ。いきなりうちに来たってことは、外で何かやらかしたんですか？いえ、
レナさん。
そうか。すみません。余計なこと言いました。ごめんなさい。いえ。
Well, everyone ends up at this school for a reason. You're better off not knowing, really. Lessons officially begin tomorrow. We're missing one person today, but if you'd all like to introduce yourselves. Let's start from the youngest on the school register, Reina.
はい、深見レナです。職業はマスターのシューターです。
Yeah, I'm still curious about like who this master guy is. Like, I have my suspicions, but I'm not 100% or even like 60% confident in them.
マスターのシューター？
By master, she means me.
はい、マスター専属のシューターなので、シューターというのは長さが40センチ以下の拳銃を使用するガンナーのことで、この場合のガンナーってのはイギリス準拠で。
Alright, well that answered that question. You don't have to be so specific. The point is that she uses guns.
ああ、じゃあどうしよう。
What kind of food do you like, Rena?
お肉かな。牛、豚、鳥って感じで、自分より大きな生き物順に好きです。
I mean, I don't disagree.
なんだっけ、マスター。
Only 10% of all animals prey on animals that are bigger than they are. And that 10% includes humans, though even for us, larger animals are harder to digest. That's what you wanted to say, right? What? I'm so confused. This is, not normally how self-introductions go, to the best of my knowledge. I think you're supposed to, like, talk about stuff like your hobbies or, like, your interests, as opposed to going into, like, biological... I don't know. What do I know? Again, 4 years since I've been in high school. Things have probably changed in the interim. This is probably normal by now.
それ！でも私は牛が好き。内臓も食べます。
In other words, you're a carnivore through and through.
そう。
でもレナさん、お肉以外もたくさん食べますよね。
一般的に食べ物として流通しているものなら、これは食べられないなーってものは今までなかったかな？
I don't know if that's like admirable or like concerning.
何でもよく食べて、とてもいい子です。
I guess we're going with admirable. That's right. Remember her as the greedy guts gun woman and you won't go wrong. No alliteration.
それひどくない？
Somehow, I thought she was more of a Red Ranger type, but maybe she's actually more of a Yellow Ranger? I have not watched enough Power Rangers to get that reference. Someone will have to illuminate me in the comments section. She does have a good complexion, and she's blessed with height and long limbs. Plus her lips are really soft and plump, like they could pop at any moment. She's brimming with youth. Again, like, my sense of common sense is like a little bit divergent from the norm perhaps, but I think generally speaking you don't want your lips to pop. Like, there's like blood in those, right? And like you need them for eating or something. She calls herself a carnivore, and she seems kind of absent-minded too. What an intriguing kid. Next up is Toka, huh? But she's not here.
トーカは、なんていうか誤解されやすい子だよね。
意地っぱりと言いますか、頑固な部分もありまして。
Interestingly, from sort of a design/construction standpoint of the story, it's interesting that the person whose train of thought we're getting is not the person sort of the general like protagonist role. Like, we're getting this, Arisaka's point of view on things, but generally the, like, character who isn't voiced, and also the male lead, is the protagonist. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with that. Like, maybe we get, Haruto's, train of thought later in the story, or, like, maybe he's thinking of deep, dark, spoilery things that, from, like, a meta standpoint, like, the author doesn't want to reveal to us right now. Like, I'll be interested to see going forward, like, sort of why they made that decision.
体が小さいから、その分態度を大きくしてバランスをとってる。
はあ。
She's aggressive towards everyone she meets. She doesn't even bother showing the tiniest bit of politeness to her seniors.
うん。誰に対しても命令口調？なんかいつもイライラしてるし。
相手の立場で態度を変えるのが苦手なだけですよ。いつもイライラしているのも周囲に対するファイアボール的なソフトウェアプロテクトの一つでしょう。ただの不器用じゃないかな。
Another one of Toka's traits is the way she gets violent for no apparent reason, I suppose.
それってマスターに対してだけじゃないかな。私、トーカと喧嘩したことないし。
トーカは賢いから勝てない相手には喧嘩売らないよ。
じゃあなんでマスターにはいっつもぶったり蹴ったりするのさ。
それは愛情の差では？
何それ？どういうこと？
I think that's pretty straightforward.
ほら、好きな男の子に意地悪しちゃう子っているじゃないですか。
ああ。
ちょっと黙って聞いてれば好き勝手なこと言ってんじゃないわよ。
Wasn't she not supposed to be back until, like, 8? Like, what happened? Toka, you're back!
仕事は？5時間待機だったんじゃないの？
そりゃ標的が現れなきゃそうだけど、2時間待ったところでのこのこやってきたからさっさと片付けてきたわよ。
That's convenient.
あ、ほんとだ。豪華の髪、パウダー臭い。シャワー浴びてくればよかったのに。
シャワー浴びる前に報告だけでもしとこうと思ったのよ。そしたらみんなで私の悪口言って。
悪口じゃないですよ。トーカさんかわいいってお話で。
Now again, forgive me for my, perhaps divergent, sense of common sense, but that was not the sense I was getting from that conversation.
そう、じゃあ覚えておきなさい。私に対して可愛いは悪口よ。
I don't follow.
むちゃくちゃだな。
That's Toka, alright. As you can see, she's a bit annoying.
はあ？っていうか、あんた誰よ？
今度このクラスの
聞こえないわよ。もっとはっきり喋れないの？
I like this Toka chick. In fairness, like half of that is because of my strong weakness for, like, gray hair. But the other half is, like, she seems lovable.
すみません。
In sort of a hateable kind of way. Toka, that's a teacher you're talking to.
は？
This is our new homeroom teacher, Miss Arisaka.
ふーん、そう、あなたが。
Got anything else to say?
いきなり大きな声を出してごめんなさい。私は獅子谷トーカ。このクラスではマークスマンを担当しているわ。
マークスマン。
By marksman, she means, how best to explain it?
中距離スナイパーですかね。講義の意味とは少し違いますが、100メートルから800メートルぐらいの距離で狙撃を行うスナイパーです。高精度な自動小銃を使用して、近距離の敵に対しては連射で対応し、800メートル程度の中距離では精密射撃を行う兵種になります。
要はグイグイ来るスナイパーってことだね。
Don't know if I'd necessarily classify 800 feet away from me as, like, in my face, but whatever works for you.
言っとくけど、本来私は遠距離専門だから勘違いしないでよね。
はい、すみません。
This one may look like an idiot, but she cleared a test that only 10 and 200 were able to pass. Despite appearances, she's actually a pretty smart kid.
こう見えてもって何よ。あんた失礼よハルト。それに何よそのうさんくさい敬語。あんたが敬語使ってるとバカにされてるみたいでムカつくのよね。
Oh, we do have a teacher in the room.
学園長相手にタメ口聞いてるあんたが今さら何言ってんのよ。キモいからそれやめて。
Well, that's how she is anyhow.
は
Isn't she a cutie? Ow!
あんたに可愛いとか思われるぐらいなら舌噛んで死ぬわよ。
It's weird, but we can't bring ourselves to hate her even when she comes out with stuff like that. In any case, just remember her as our adorable little sniper.
ぶっ飛ばすわよ。
What an amazing kid, in more ways than one. Sure, she seems pig-headed, but it's kind of endearing. She reminds me of a little stray kitten. I love little stray kittens. I don't know what kind of hardships she's faced, but I guess she won't allow herself to accept the kindness of others. Or maybe she'll only latch onto you if you can withstand her tantrums. She doesn't seem like a bad kid, though she might be a bit of a handful. Next up is Chris.
はい、クジラセ・クリスティナ・桜子と言います。主に情報担当をしています。
そうなの？私、クリスはご飯作ってくれる仕事だと思ってた。
Rude.
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。クリスは会計官よ。私たちが使ってる武器や弾薬、誰が仕入れてると思ってんのよ。
I suddenly feel kind of bad for Chris.
朝起こしてくれる人、あと掃除とか洗濯もしてくれる。
I suddenly feel a lot bad for Chris. You guys, you depend on Chris for way too much.
それ、マスターが言う？マスターこそクリスがいなかったら何もできないじゃん。
要は何でも屋さんです。専門はコンピュータと爆発物です。
クリスティナはミドルネームですか？
はい、戸籍上はクジラセ・桜子なのですが、クリスティナは帰化する前の名前です。
無線通話の時に桜子って呼びづらいこともあって、みんなクリスって呼んでる。欧米ですか？
いえ、上海系です。クリスティナという名前も鮮麗なではありませんし、相性のようなものだと思ってください。
You remember her as Chris, the class mom.
私、そんなに老けて見えますか？
No, it's more, how do I put it, your whole vibe?
冗談ですよ。
I'm a little bit concerned because so far Chris has like come across as a sane human being, which like, she's a character in a Grisaia visual novel, right? Like she's not allowed to be sane, it doesn't work that way. So like, what is her deep-seated like psychological flaw? Because like she's coming across as a sane person and then like that just can't possibly be the case. She looks like the calmest of them. She could be a wolf in sheep's clothing, though. I feel like she's the one in the class you'd least want to cross. Yeah, that's pretty much the sense that I'm getting. Or maybe not. Everyone here is a bit special after all. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Last up is Murasaki.
うい、生駒紫、ロシアン忍者やってます。
ロシ
I've heard all sorts of weird lingo since arriving here, but this goes right over my head. Could she be testing me or something?
ほら、一時期ロシアで忍者が流行った時期があったよね。その当時、現地にいくつも忍者学校ができたんだけど、私はそこで忍術を学んだんだよ。
は
Is that so?
まあ、忍者ブームが下火になって、通ってた忍者道場がシステマの教室になった時に辞めたんだけどね。
No need to look so flustered, Miss Arisaka. Guess that explains why she was hanging off the roof earlier.
本当なんですか？
Of course not. She attended what's left of the Imperial Army's Nakano school, and used to be a spy for the Imperial household in her youth before coming to Mihama. She's a proper ninja from the days of yore.
それこそ悪い冗談だ。皇室にお庭番なんて役職はないよ。ましてや忍者なんているわけがない。
ですよね。
そう。私はただの忍者好きな、どこにでもいる女の子だよ。
Wait, I just finished Ever 17. Didn't we just have one of these? Like, That was what Sarah was, right? In Ever 17? Is this like a trope? I was not familiar with this trope, but, like... Wait, is the saying that, like, 2 instances makes a pattern, or 2 instances doesn't make a pattern? I'm pretty sure there's, like, a saying along one of those lines, but, like, I can't remember which one it is. So that knowledge is sort of useless to me because the two are sort of diametrically opposed. Anyhow, all I know is that there seems to be an influx of ninja girls in my life. I don't know how to feel about this.
どこにでもいるかな。
出身は伊賀でも甲賀でもなくネオ埼玉だよ。
どこ？
特技はパズルとかゲームかな。
そこは普通なの？
Interesting kid, right?
笑っていいんでしょうか。
That's all the students in Class A. They can be a bit of a handful sometimes, I'm afraid, but they're all yours now.
はい、こちらこそ。
Will I really do a good job of it, I wonder? I'll be teaching here in this max security prison of a school. Every student ended up here under exceptional circumstances. And this class was created to recruit students for real-life secret missions. When one of them returns from battle, the stench of gunpowder immediately assaults the senses. The astonishingly violent smell isn't one I've caught a whiff of before. It's certainly not the sort of perfume you'd expect a normal schoolgirl to wear. Until now, I've tried my best not to get myself involved, to distance myself from that world. Is that something that you actually have to try to do? Like, I have not actually put any effort in my life towards, like, avoiding CIA Secret Service type nonsense, and yet I've managed to go my entire life without, like, interacting with that kind of stuff, which implies that either, like, this Miss Arisaka has, like, a deep, dark secret past, or perhaps has an inflated sense of how easy it is to get caught up in Secret Service type stuff. But I suppose the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree after all. Oh, right, because she was talking earlier, or the principal was talking earlier about how Arisaka's mom is in prison for something or other, so I guess Arisaka probably has more sort of interaction with this type of society than I would. My mother is in fact not in prison, and to the best of my knowledge does not work as a secret agent in any capacity. I'll end up putting down roots here, and eventually spread my branches too. Even after running away, afraid of becoming just like my mother. Oh, I wonder if she's... I wonder if her mom is, like, someone from the original trilogy. Because that, too, implies that she was, like, familiar with Mihama Academy in some capacity. But I feel like the, from what I understand, there's been a fairly short time gap between the two series, right? Like, I thought it was, like, 5 years-ish. So there isn't enough time for any of the, like, original cast to have children. Huh. I'm probably overthinking it. But that's what y'all pay me for. Not that you pay me. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. Brushing off the unease of the day before, I formally greet everyone in school at the morning assembly, after which normal lessons begin. Out of the 148 students in the school, I'll only be teaching 4 of them. Wait, what happened to Haruto? Is he not part of the class? I thought he was like the class rep, right? Those 4 students have their quirks, but they're far from the bunch of thugs I initially expected them to be. I don't anticipate anything disturbing my lessons, violence included. So, comedic timing dictates that, like, she walks into the classroom and, like, I don't know, something horrible is happening. Like, there is an uproar of some variety, right? The problem, if indeed there is one, will be catching up on the months of lessons the class have missed in the absence of a homeroom teacher, though it's not impossible to deal with. Perhaps the bigger problem lies with me. It's tough adjusting to a new environment, and my mind's working overtime just thinking about what to do next. I'll have to make detailed notes of the way things work here if I'm going to make any progress. I've always been clumsy, and I've never been good at memorizing things. My only choice is to spend my free period sitting in on other teachers' lessons, to help me get used to life here at the academy. In that case, the office they've given me will serve as a kind of store cupboard, which I'll only visit occasionally to pick up teaching materials.
教材の大半がまだ段ボール箱の中だし、部屋の片付けもしなきゃな。
こちらにいらっしゃいましたか、有坂先生。探しました。
教頭先
野上で結構です。
生。はい。何か。
学園長が授業などの進捗報告を求めています。
すみません。もう書類はできていますので、すぐに提出を。
いえ、できれば口頭での報告をお願いしたいのですが。
はい、わかりました。
では学園長室へ。
今すぐにですか？
ではいつがご都合よろしいですか？
いいえ、すみません。今お伺いします。
ではこちらへ。
Nogami chick seems like a character. Goodness, that was scary. I don't think I get on with Miss Nogami at all. I've heard that, like the majority of the regular school teachers here, Miss Nogami used to work for SIRS. She's the type to prioritize efficiency, the sort of person who won't be happy unless things go exactly according to plan. I can easily imagine that she's been that way since childhood. She probably despises scum like me. I can see her getting all irritated and clicking her tongue as I trip over myself. Bet she reckons that she could get the job done quicker herself instead of waiting for me to learn how to do it.
有坂先生をお連れいたしました。
入りたまえ。
失礼します。
忙しいところ悪いね、有坂くん。
いえ。
おや、今日はいつにも増してビクビクしてるね。野上先生に何か言われたのかね。
いえ、そんなことは。
そうかい。みんちゃん、コーヒーを入れてくれ。聞こえたろ？
イエス、ボス。
悪いね。いろいろと誤解も多いが、決して悪い子ではないんだ。私が SARS を辞めると言ったら勝手についてきたくせに、今の環境がどうも気に入らんらしい。
学園長も元 SARS なのですか？
言ってなかったか？まあ、元 SARS といっても分析や医療関係の仕事をしていたからね。
おお、だから白衣を。
I mean, I guess.
そうだな。白衣は長いこと着続けて、もう皮膚の一部のようなものだし、こうして学園長の椅子には座っちゃいるが、この学園の保健医でもあるからね。
保健の先生なんですか？
保健の先生って言葉の響きは嫌いじゃないが、少しイメージと違うかもしれんな。ほら、うちの学園は少しばかり特殊でね。中にはシャレにならない大怪我をする子もいるし、下手な大学病院よりも大規模な医療施設があるんだ。生きて連れて帰ってくれば、大抵の怪我は治せるかな。
Guess that's an important skill to have access to.
すごいですね。
For a school of, like, essentially military operatives.
なーに、現場でこの子はもうダメだって判断された子は、その場で処分されるからね。治せる子しか私のところには来ないってだけの話だよ。
It's grim.
できることなら現場処分なんてしないで手厚く弔ってやりたいんだがね。死体を残すわけにはいかない現場が大半だし、死体を持ち帰る余裕もないとなればどうしてもね。
そうですか。
こういう話は苦手かね。
得意な人なんているんでしょうか？
確かに。だが慣れるというか麻痺はするさ。
Oh, okay. So you're telling me that, like, the generator, like, the general, like, insanity among everybody in this building is not necessarily natural, it's cultivated? Oh, lovely.
コーヒーです。
ありがとうございます。
気をつけたまえ。 彼女の入れるコーヒーはクソまずいぞ。え、まあ飲んでみたまえ。
いただきます。
I can tell from just one mouthful. It's so bitter you'd think it were some kind of coffee concentrate. So sour that it makes my face scrunch right up. Plus the aroma dissipates straight away, and there are far too many flavors detracting from the mellow taste.
すごい顔だな、有坂くん。
すみません、私あまりコーヒーはいただかないので。
いやいや、まずいものはまずいでいいんだ。それは幸せなことだよ。
Define good.
その昔軍隊では新兵の入れるクソまずいコーヒーがうまいと感じるようになったら一人前だと教えられたそうだ。つまり死に物狂いで戦って疲労の限界の先で生き残って帰ってきた時、そのコーヒーの味が変わるってわけなんだが。
That's certainly one way to look at it.
そこまで追い詰められてまでクソまずいコーヒーをうまいと感じたくはないよな。
野上先生がこちらをすごい顔で睨んでますけど。
あれはいつもあの顔だ。別に怒っているわけじゃないさ。なあ、みんちゃん。
Ha, we figured out the strategy. The strategy is you take the two crazy people and then you point them at each other, so they can't do crazy things in your direction.
学生の頃のあだ名で呼ぶのはやめていただけないでしょうか。
却下だ。
そうですか。
What's with this odd relationship they have?
それはそうと、もう学園には慣れたかね。
そうですね。いろいろと難しいところもありますが、私と同様に一般から転職した先生に相談に乗ってもらったりしてます。
美術の松山先生かね。
はい、どうして？
松山先生はうちでは一番の古株でね。体制が変わる前の旧美浜学園の頃からここで美術を教えている。学園のことを知りたいといえば多くの教師が松山先生の名を挙げるはずだ。
その通りです。この学園のことは松山先生に聞けと言われました。
本来であれば旧体制時の教員は全員解雇されるんだが、美術関係の教員は内部で賄うことが難しくてね。それでどうかね、うまくやっていけそうかい？
正直に言えばまだわかりません。確かにクラスの子たちは私が想像していたよりも手がかかりませんし優秀です。
ほう、優秀かね。どの辺が？
ここの学生はよく教育されています。頭がいいとかそういう話ではなく、実際できない子もいますが、できない子は自分でできないと分かった上で相談に来ます。
Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. That puts them like pretty far ahead of most schools I've ever attended or heard about. Like, you might actually be able to sell me on this place.
こう言うと普通のことのように聞こえるかもしれませんが、できないこというのは往々にしてできないことを隠そうとします。でもこの学園の子たちはできないことを隠すようなことがありません。未熟を隠すことで自分の存在がどれだけ周囲に被害を与えるかよく理解していると言いますか。それはまるでできないことは恥じゃない、できないなら努力をすればいい、できないことを隠すことの方が恥だとでも考えているような感じで、それは特定の学生の話ではなくて、少なくとも私の担当しているクラスの子は全員がそうなんです。今日の授業でわからないこともあれば、後で私の研究室にといえば毎回何人かの学生が訪ねてきます。ですが
何か問題でも？
よく言えば従順で教えやすい学生です。 でも悪く言ってしまえば、まるで今から命令しますと手を上に上げれば地面に伏せてじっと指示を待つ軍用犬のようです。
And you lost me again.
面白いね。もうそこに気がついたか。
それが悪いとは思いません。明るいし素直だし、とても可愛い子たちです。でもきっと私はまだあの子たちの本当の顔を見せてもらっていないんだと思います。
そこが不満かね。学生の本心に触れていないことが。
勉強を教えるだけならそれで問題はないのでしょう。事実多くの先生が詰め込むだけの授業をしていますし。
それが納得いかんと？
生意気を言わせていただけるのなら納得いきません。教師という仕事は時には学生の人生を左右する仕事です。そんな教師が学生の表面だけを見て指導して良いものなのでしょうか。
言いたいことはわかるよ。しかしね、学生の全てを抱え込むわけにはいかないのもまた教師なんだ。私も君、彼女たちのお母さんになれとは言わんよ。それに正直学生たちも見られたくないのだろう。見ればドン引きされるのが分かっているからね。
ドン引きですか。
これまでの担任もみんなそうだったからね。
It's kind of sad.
君の前任だった A 組の担任もね、とても優しくて思いやりのある実にいい先生だったんだが、それゆえに彼女たちの抱える闇の部分の重さに耐えかねた。
I see. That's interesting. So then I guess that's when Arisaka's like dark-ish, like grayish past comes in because it'll help her deal with the fact that these people kill people for a living. Makes sense.
いいかい？綺麗事や建前で首を突っ込めば必ず後悔する。知らなければよかった。知らなければ普通の子として接していられたのにってね。自分で知りたがったくせに実に勝手な話だ。男の浮気を知りたくなければ男の携帯を勝手に見るなって話だよ。
I mean, I recognize that it doesn't like work with the metaphor, but I think the ideal situation here is if he's not cheating in the first place. Like, just saying.
もちろん見せろと言えば彼女たちは裏の顔も見せてくれるだろう。しかし見てしまえば見なかったことにはできないものだ。それでも君は見たいかね。
それが教師としての仕事なら。
しかし焦ることはないさ。彼女たち自身が君に裏の顔を見せてもいいと思えるようになるまで一歩ずつでいいんじゃないかな。
そうですね。
When she says that, something clicks for me. It's a strange feeling, like a sense of relief deep in my chest, or a sudden urge to expel all the air from my lungs in one massive sigh. After giving into that urge, I bring the cooling cup of coffee that Nogami so kindly made for me to my lips once more. It doesn't taste as terrible as I'd previously thought, but that's like a bad sign, right? Given the conversation we had earlier about, like, soldiers and war zones and coffee and whatnot. Like, it's supposed to taste bad, you want it to taste bad. I don't know whether it's easier to swallow now that it's cooled down, or whether something inside me has changed. The only thing on my mind right now is how I might go about closing the gap between me and my students a little more. Closing the gap between me and my students doesn't mean treating them like buddies. I may be new to this, but I have my teaching qualifications. I am a proper teacher, which means I can never be friends with my students. We're all human. We should be able to understand one another if we communicate properly. A simple way of getting impressionable young students to open up to you is by establishing some common ground between you and them. In other words, the trick is to find a topic with which everyone is familiar, and on which everyone has an opinion. but something that isn't so inflammatory that it'll start a fight. That's what I was taught on my teacher training course anyway. So that brings us to my icebreaker questions. Are you a mushroom or a bamboo shoot? You must know what I'm talking about, so I shouldn't need to explain this any further, right? Why don't you go ahead and explain it a little bit? Is this about, like how flexible you are? Like a mushroom, like, bends super easily, but it doesn't snap, whereas a bamboo shoot, like, it can withstand, like, more pressure before moving, but, like, once it moves, you end up, like, snapping it in half? Is that sort of the vibe I'm supposed to get here? According to a few online polls, the youngest in any given cohort tend to be bamboo shoots, and older students tend to be mushrooms. If I insist that I'm a bamboo shoot, it should be easier to win the sympathy of the students, though I could also insist that I'm a mushroom. That'd give me a teacherly air of authority. Okay, no, never mind, you lost me. I have to work out who's going to cooperate with me and who's going to rebel without disrupting the harmony of the class. So I try oh so casually asking my unsuspecting students the question during recess. As I feared, though, the normal rules don't apply at this academy. I guess my mushroom bamboo shoot personality quiz isn't as universally applicable as I thought.
はあ？キノコ？タケノコ？どういう質問なのそれ？
Yeah, I'm kinda with Toka here.
そういうお菓子なんだけど食べたことないかな。
Oh! Wait, bamboo shoots. I'm familiar with the mushrooms. If, like, cracker, like the stem of the mushroom is cracker and then the top is chocolate. But what are the bamboo shoots she's talking about?
ないわね。そもそもそういうものが日常的に身近にあるような環境で育ってきてないし、それって日本のお菓子でしょ？私、子供の頃はずっと海外だったから。
そうなんですか。
言っておくけど、子供の頃ろくなものを食べさせてもらえなかったわけじゃないわよ。私の体が小さいのはただの身体的な特徴だから。
I mean, I don't think, like, there's an implication that places outside of Japan don't have food in them.
いえ、別にそういう意味では。
お菓子とか食べ物の話題なら、私なんかよりレナに聞いた方が話が早いんじゃないかしら。
レナさんですか。
I mean, that was like one of her established character traits, right? She likes food.
ほら、そこで机に突っ伏して寝てるでしょ。
寝てますね。
この子すごいわよ。5分あればどこでも寝るんだから。
休み時間だからいいですけど、授業中に寝られると困っちゃいますね。
授業中に寝ることはないわ。そこはちゃんとしつけられてるから。は
あ、そうですか。
はあって、あなた分かってないでしょ。どこでもすぐに寝られるってことの凄さを。
You really do. Like, that sounds like a super sweet ability to have. Like, it would be mind-blowingly convenient.
いえ、確かにすごいなとは思いますけど。
私たちみたいな仕事をしていると、どんなに疲れていても眠れなくなるのが普通なのに、この子は薬なしでもどこでも寝られるのよ。
I mean, even in non-secret ops, combat-y, Warzone type situations, like, ability to fall asleep at the blink of an eye is, like, still super convenient, right?
前に潜水艦のトイレで寝てるのを見つけた時は、呆れるのを通り越して心底羨ましかったわよ。休める時にちゃんと休めるってもう才能よ。
そう言われるとすごい特技なのかもしれませんね。
よく寝てるように見えるでしょ。蹴っ飛ばすかラッパを聞かせれば飛び起きるわ。いい？
I think most people would wake up if you kick them in the ass or blow a bugle in their face. Like, I recognize...
起きなさい、レナ!
Like, I recognize that that's a joke, but, like, I'm pretty sure most people would wake up under those circumstances.
ね、一瞬で起きて左手でお腹を押さえて右手で腰の銃を探してるでしょ。
何？どうしたの？
ごめんなさい、なんでもないわ。
そう。また寝るの？
今日は朝からハルトがいないから、飼い主がいない時の犬ってこんなものよ。
犬って そういえば今日は葵くんどこへ行ってるんですか？
聞いてないの？今日はハルト初等部で先生をやってるわよ。
先
聞いてるかどうかは知らないけど、ハルトは元 SARS だから書類上は学生だけど指導者の資格を持ってるのよ。
生？そうなんですか。初耳です。
指導といっても該当組織内でのみだから、バレーボールサークルのコーチみたいなものかしら。教える内容が多少物騒だけれども。ちなみに今日はクリスもいないでしょ。あの子も今日は子供たちに時限爆弾の作り方を教えに行っているわ。
Man, I want to learn how to make timed explosives.
次元爆弾って何です？その物騒なカリキュラム。
危ないと思う？
だって爆弾ですよ。
Yeah, but they're timed, right? So you go to the other place. Like before it blows up. It's fine, don't worry about it.
じゃああなた、なぜ爆弾が危ないのか子供にちゃんと説明できる？
ちゃんとって言われても、爆弾は爆弾で爆発するものですから危険ですよね。
危ないから近寄らないようにしましょうなんて取り上げ教育なら母親でもできるわよ。先生って職業はお金をもらってものを教えてるんだから、母親にはできない教育しなきゃ学校の意味なんてないでしょ。それがどうして危ないのか、なぜ危ないのか、安全指導の徹底のもと実際に触れさせる。触れて学ぶことで経験という知識以上の情報を与える。どんなに母親が気をつけていても、子供ってのは知らず知らずに危ないものに触れてしまう生き物でしょ。子供が大変な目に遭ってから取り上げるだけで何も教えなかった自分を悔やんでも遅いのよ。
なるほど。トウカさんも先生をしたりするんですか？
資格はあるけどやらないわね。
どうしてですか？
私嫌いなのよね、子供が。
いい先生になれそうな気もしますけどね。
気を悪くしないでね。先生なんて仕事は現場で使えない人間か現場で潰すには惜しい人間のやる仕事よ。
そんなことはないとは言い切れないですね。確かに。
The funny thing is, no matter which field you're in, you often hear that the best teachers aren't actually that accomplished in their own right.
うるさいな。何なの？
すみません、起こしちゃいましたね。
何の話？何でもないって言ったでしょ。いいから寝てなさいの。気になるな。
レナさんはキノコ派ですか？タケノコ派ですか？
キノコ？ああ、その話まだ続くのね。
ほら、お菓子です。キノコ、タケノコってありますよね。
あるのは知ってるし、コンビニで売ってるの見たことはあるけど、食べたことない。
What? You're supposed to be our food expert.
そうですか。
This isn't good. The conversation keeps coming to a standstill.
じゃあ逆に先生に聞いてみたいことってないですか？
聞いてみたいこと？じゃあ先生はフェデラル派？それともアメリカンイーグル派？
なんですそれ？
銃弾メーカーの話ね。
あー、すみません、ちょっとわかりません。
じゃあシングルスタック派？ダブルコラム派？
Yeah, about that.
ごめんなさい、それもちょっと。シングルスタックとダブルコラム？
断層の相談方式よ。わからないのが普通だしメモらないでいいわよ。ボーマー派？ノバック派？だからわからないって。いいからあんたは寝てなさい。
Or, switch to a question that isn't about firearms.
ノーマーとボバック？
ボーマーとノバックね。だからいちいちメモしなくてもいいってば。
いえ、 後でネットで調べてみます。共通の言語は少しでも多い方がいいですから。
悪い言葉にとってほしくないけど真面目ね。
真面目すぎて融通が利かないってよく言われます。
それは真面目な人間を上手に使えない上の人間が無能なのよ。
なるほど、なんだか私が学生みたいですね。
言葉遣いの差でしょ。私に敬語なんて使わないでいいわよ。
学生はお客様ですから。
まあいいけど。
でも今日は本当によく寝ますね、レナさん。
言ったでしょ、ハルトがいないとこんなものよ。それにハルトと一緒に行くって言ったらついてくるなって言われてちょっとへそ曲げてるのよ。
へそなんて曲げてないもん。
Were you supposed to be asleep?
こんなに唇尖らせて何言ってんのよ。ちょっと置いていかれたぐらいでブーブー言わないの。
ブー。
前から気になってはいたんですけど、葵くんとレナさんってどういう関係なんですか？
どういう関係って？
だからその恋人同士とか。
違うよ。
違うんですか？
私は彼の所有物だよ。
I don't think that's legal anymore.
それってどういう。
だから買われたんですよ、彼に。
Yeah, I definitely don't think that's legal.
あれ、表現合ってるよね。
合ってるけど理解してもらえるかはまた別の話よ。
そっか、愛って難しいね。
愛？
おかしな話だと思うだろうけど、このことでハルトを非難するようなことはしない方がいいわよ。
そんなつもりはないですけど。
昔ね、ハルトを人でなし呼ばわりした先生がいて、レナに本気で殺されそうになったことがあったから気をつけて。
殺され、そんな大げさな。
You know, I think I would be kind of uncomfortable teaching at a school where I thought there was a legitimate chance that my students were going to kill me. Like, I think that would turn me off of teaching at that school.
冗談でも次にマスターを人でなし呼ばわりしてみなさい。あなたの存在をこの世から全部消すわよってマジギレしたのよね。そうなると私たちがいてもレナを止められる自信はないわ。
Like, I guess this is what Principal Sengoku was talking about earlier, but like, Jesus Christ. I did not think, like, dark pasts meant there's a chance they will kill you.
何ですか？私は別に何も。
マスター帰ってきた。
レナは耳がいいからハルトの足音をちゃんと聞き分けるのよ。
Impressive, I guess. Hey, I'm back.
おかえりなさい。早かったのね。
Really? It's already 4 p.m. Isn't that a bit on the late side?
おかえりマスター。
Oh, you're heavy, Naina. Let go.
やだね、お断りだね。絶対に離れないもんね。マスタニウムの補給だもんね。
マスタニウム？
ご主人様成分とでも言うのかしら。レナはハルトとしばらく離れてるとああやってひっついて離れていた間の何かを補充しようとするのよ。
Should I be concerned?
いいんですかこれ。
See, I like that Arisaka and I are on the same page.
何が？大丈夫よ、放っておけば。
Like, she seems like a sane person, right? And so the fact that I'm on the same page as her means that at least, like, my common sense hasn't completely, flown the coop. Probably. Or maybe the only reason that I think she's sane is because she like, often shares my opinions. Maybe we're both crazy. Maybe everybody else in the cast is, like, the sane ones. Oh god. What a horrifying world that would be.
レナはマスターが現れるとまず背後から抱きつき マスターの後頭部や耳の裏に鼻を押し付けて思うさま匂いを嗅ぐ。
I understand that they're like going for a dog vibe, but that's like a little bit creepy.
鼻の粘膜の刺激で興奮してくると、腕で抱きしめるだけでは飽き足らず、足を胴体に絡ませ、音棒化け状態に進化して一旦落ち着く。
You can't see the expression on my face right now, but like, you know that like the emoji where it's like a colon and then the vertical line? That's what my face looks like right now.
一見して落ち着いているように見えるも、背中にしがみついたままもぞもぞと動き、より密着度の高いポジションを模索し、点ではなく面で触れようとし始める。
I was promised that this visual novel was all ages. I'm concerned about the validity of that promise now.
鬱陶しい。さすがに鬱陶しい。しかしハルトがそのまま無視を続けていると、やがてレナは興奮が極まり、目の色が抜け始める。
Yeah, this is not sounding family friendly at all.
すっかり獣の目をしたレナは、ハルトの首筋や肩に噛みつき始め、着ている服の襟などをよだれでくちゃくちゃにし始める。
Or, you know, then again, maybe my mind's just in the gutter. I'm deeply concerned. I'm not sure who I'm concerned for, but I'm concerned for someone. I might be concerned for everyone, actually.
やがて、南の島のジャングルにいる怪鳥のような規制を上げ始める。耳元で騒がれるとさすがにうざったいのか、ハルトが反撃に出る。まずは基本のアームロックから。
I feel like I'm watching a nature documentary or something.
あれ痛いよマスタ
この辺はまだレナも余裕。次に、痛みから逃れようともがくレナを誘導するような動きで、スリーパーホールドや立ち三角締めに行こう。
I'm now slightly more concerned than I was 5 seconds ago. We're on an upward trajectory.
痛いってばマスタ
本格的に関節が決まり始めると、さすがにレナも音を上げ始める。
Still increasing.
本当に痛い痛いよマスタ
今日の決め技はフロントチョークね。ああなってしまえばもう動けないわ。無理に逃げようとすると、ますます痛い目に遭う。
Rena, calm down. There's only one way you can get out of this.
でも、それを試そうとすると。派手に投げ飛ばされて、結構派手なパンツを履いているのが露見する。
大丈夫なんですかあれ
See, I was so excited that Arisaka and I were on the same page, but like, here, like at least we're still reading the same book, but I'm reading a lot faster than she is, I think. Or at least a little faster. Like, I'm a couple pages ahead of her.
大丈夫よ。パンツを見られたぐらいでギャーギャー言う子じゃないから。
That is not the part we were concerned about, I think.
そうじゃなくて思い切り後頭部から落ちたように見えたんですけど。
Alright, excellent. Arisaka caught up with me.
いつものこととはいえひどいよマスター。1分でいいからちゃんと抱きしめてよ。
I put up with it for a whole minute, didn't I?
違うよ。抱きしめるってそうじゃないよね。
Way too old to be this attached to me.
ああ、抱っこ教育ですか？
There's a chapter on this subject, centered around babies and toddlers, in the Mihama Academy Teacher's Manual. This approach to parenting is focused on communicating physically, rather than verbally, with infants who are unusually stressed or anxious. The class is put in a lot of stressful situations, more so than the others, so I thought I'd experiment with this to see if it would ease some of their tension. As you can see, Rena doesn't seem to have broken the habit as she's gotten older, and her size now means that any hug feels like a full-fledged rugby tackle.
なんていうか、こんな言い方は失礼ですけど、まるで犬のようですね。
That is, I believe, if not the characters, at least the writers were going for that. And the characters seem to have picked up on that. I'm quite fond of dogs, though.
でしょ
Don't encourage her, please. I told you, it gets too hot and sweaty when you cling to me like that.
ジョー、ひどい。
見た目普通っぽいけど変な子でしょ、レナって。
It's rich coming from you, Toka.
は？何がよ。
Remember when I mentioned that Francis Bacon quote, "Fortune is like the market, where many times, if you stay a little, the price will fall"? What was it that you said?
そんなの覚えてないわよ。
In other words, that means money can buy you happiness. That was it, right?
言ったような気もするわね。
Apologize to Sir Francis.
なんでよ。お金で買えるものをタダで手に入るまで口開けて待ってるやつの方がバカでしょ。
As an econ major, this conversation is hurting me a little bit. No, seriously, apologize to Sir Francis.
あ、それ言ったらさ、もっと10日っぽい話あるよね。ほら、2頭を追う者は1頭も得ずって言葉に対して10日なんて言った？
はあ、2頭追わないやつは1頭しか得られなくない？
そう、それなんかすっごい10日っぽい。
なんでよ。というか2頭しか追わないからいけないのよ。もっと一気に20頭ぐらい追えば2、3頭ぐらい余裕じゃない。バカなの？
I mean, well, I admire the ambition. I don't think that's the point of the idiom. But we will, leave this riveting conversation for tomorrow. And I guess at that point we can have our fill of, Toka wisdom. But it's been a pleasure. Catch y'all tomorrow. And I'm out. Peace.